Hey, sorry, didn't mean to keep you waiting. Well, you can be mad if you want to. You're right on time on your first day and the veteran miner is late. I kind of overslept. And then I forgot I was doing training today. I promise I'm more reliable in the field. You know what, we can chat while I get my gear on. So, what made you want to start an apprenticeship? You got family in the business? Oh, a relative of yours got mined? Was that all it took? Right, of course you researched into it. But still, you're following a childhood dream. How nice. The work can be really rewarding. Well, depends on what you're mining. You've always got to be careful when it comes to anger, especially on the dismount. But we don't have to worry about that today. I'll explain when we get there. We're almost late for our first appointment. My bad. I'll deal with the client today, so pay attention. How you present yourself to them is almost as important as the mining. We need to show professionalism and build a sense of trust. The client wants to be sure that the person poking around in their head isn't going to cause undue harm. It's a delicate area, after all. I'll lead the way. You just smile politely today. Hello, are you Mr. Lee? Nice to meet you. My name's Justine. I'll be handling your mining operation today. And this is my assistant. Great, so are you familiar with the process? Okay, well, I can go over the basics to refresh your memory. This chair is where you'll be sitting. We'll activate this machine, which will put you to sleep. Then we'll use this equipment here to connect to the machine and enter your mindscape. When we get there, we'll use our special mining tools to dig out whatever emotion you want to come to the surface. Understand? Great. Now, according to this, you want us to mine sadness? I see. Not to worry. Many men your age have repressed sadness that they can't dig up on their own. That's why we mind miners exist. No, it won't be difficult at all. No matter how deep your sadness is buried, we'll dig it up so your tears can flow freely. Now, are you ready to begin the procedure? Great. Just sit here. And I will turn on the machine in 3, 2, 1. And he's out. Time to get to work. Oh, quick gear check. Headlamps working? Good. It gets real dark in there. We will need these. Now let's get wired in. Yep, you connect this to this. Wow, you sure know your wire work. Alright, I'll send us in. Huh. His mind's actually pretty clear. I was expecting a lot of thought debris. Yeah, that's pretty normal for someone who needs their emotions mined. They try so hard to feel it, but they end up overthinking it, and the whole mind gets clogged up. Well, if it's like this, he must have been meditating. It's a good start, but it looks like it wasn't enough. His sadness is still buried. Everything else looks fine. Look, all of his other emotions are present. You can see them sticking out of the walls. Happiness, fear, boredom. Wow, that is a lot of anger. They're all easily accessible for him, so we don't need to worry about those. But I don't see sadness anywhere. He didn't ask us to do anything about his anger, so we can't touch it. We can just let him know when we're done. Besides, mining an abundance of one emotion can be even more difficult than digging up a suppressed one, especially anger. Once it's mined, he'll have to let the feeling out somehow, and that could be dangerous if we're not prepared. So for now, we focus on digging up sadness. This is a good emotion for you to start with. It's not too volatile, and it gives you practice for deep digging. Oh, don't worry. It'll be easy to find, just annoying to get out. It's probably underneath that mound there. You can only bury an emotion so deep. At some point, you just have to pile stuff on top of it to suppress it further, and then it's a huge pain to dig out. My instinct for these things is pretty good. Hey, if I'm wrong, I'll buy you lunch. Let's get digging. Whew. See? What'd I tell ya? Sometimes it really is that easy. Except for the digging. But it's a good workout. Yep, we just need to leave them exposed. When Mr. Lee wakes up, his mind will start processing sadness as it should. But if he starts trying to suppress it again, well, we'll be back. But hopefully things will be better now. Any other questions before we finish up here? Why would someone want to uncover a negative emotion? Same as any other. We kind of need the whole spectrum. Otherwise, things get uncomfortable. Imagine being unable to cry over your losses or feel grief. It's the same as if you couldn't feel happy about the good things in your life. We need to feel sad sometimes. It's how we stay regular. In fact... Well, I have a feeling that all this suppressed sadness is what's causing that overabundance of anger over there. That ever happen to you? You get your wires crossed and suddenly you feel an inappropriate emotion very strongly? It's pretty common. Like when people start singing when they're scared. What I'm trying to say is, we need emotions. And we also need to keep them in check. So suppressing them or letting them overflow is a bad idea. You seem smart, so I'm sure you get what I mean. Now, we'd better head out and wake him up. Mr. Lee, welcome back. Good news, we were able to dig up your sadness. It was hidden under a mound of compacted mind matter. It's clear for now, but you should avoid trying to suppress it again. Unfortunately, we also found a lot of anger. You might want to schedule an appointment to have that dealt with. Oh, no, not at all. I totally noticed your meditation efforts. Your brain was mostly clear of thought debris. You just needed a little extra help, but you're on the right track. You're welcome. We're just doing our job. I'll let you have a moment to yourself before you check out. Have a nice day. Glad he was able to keep it together for us. It's always a bit awkward when they start emoting as soon as they wake up. They can get a little overzealous. Fortunately, he can cry on his own now, which I'm sure he'll prefer. So, what did you think of your first real job? Is this worth sticking around for? Aw, look at you, already gung-ho about helping people. Honestly, you're getting me fired up too. Okay, let's head to our next operation. Fun fact, I got this idea from the title of a book that I misread. Thank you any% for the recurring coffee donation. Still cool of you.